In the Hindu Editorial Analysis for Proficiency in English. After a gap of 2 days, let us start the session with a nice quote. What is today's quote? Success is sweet, but the secret is sweat. A short saying, but there's a lot of truth in that. Success is sweet. Success is always sweet, but the secret is what? Secret is sweat. Now let us go to the enrichment part and see what is there to learn from today's session. There are 10 words. The first one, underscore. Underscore you have got many a time. What does it mean? Underscore means to emphasize, to make something sound or look important. Blaze we have got. Blaze means fire. Perish. Perish means to die suddenly or violently. Wrack, a new word. It means to cause damage or to damage something. Flee we have got, to run away or to escape. Maneuver, an important word. It means to handle someone or something, usually something skillfully. Lacunae. Lacunae means gaps in something. Catastrophe, a disaster. It causes great damage. Inferno, large fire. We use the word inferno. And adherence, sticking to. Adhere to means what? Stick to rules and regulations. Now, besides these words, you're going to recollect 5 idioms and consolidate. What are those 5 idioms? Yield up, win through, vouch for, twitter away, swear by. Today, unfortunately, when it comes to test your English, you're going to work only on spot the errors, and I'm sorry about that at the outset because of lack of time. Coming to the editorial, Srisailam power plant accident. This is about a fire accident, and it is not that important specifically. But if you talk about accidents as such, especially industrial accidents, fire accidents, and catastrophes, definitely there's a possibility to get as a passage either in prelims or in mains. Now let us go to editorial and see what is there to learn from today's editorial. Failing on fires. How does it start? Failing on fires. Not able to contain fires, not able to handle fires. On Srisailam power plant accident. What is the main idea? What is this editorial about? Srisailam power plant accident underscores the importance of fire safety codes. Underscore, one important word, it means emphasize. Emphasizes what? This accident. This is all about a fire accident, and this particular accident, what does it emphasize? Or what does it underscore? Underscores the importance of fire safety codes. Obviously, an incident like this, you have to think of the broad framework. What does the editorial talk about? Broad framework, the editorial may present information about at the outset, beginning. It may present information about the accident, where it happened. It may take the fishbone approach, where it happened, how it happened, when it happened, and who got affected, how many people got affected. And after that, after giving a lot of information about the incident, the editorial may talk about the reasons behind. What could be the reasons? And if there are some reasons, then at the fag end of the editorial may present a few solutions or remedies and what the government has to do. And it may end on that particular note. Now let us see how it goes. Srisailam power plant accident underscores the importance of fire safety codes. Now it talks about, this sentence talks about what exactly happened. A fire in a hydroelectric station located close to unlimited quantities of water would seem to be a contradiction. This is definitely a contradiction. What is contradiction here? A fire where in a hydroelectric station located close to unlimited quantities of water would seem to be a contradiction. But as a deadly blaze in the Srisailam power plant shows, the risk is very real. There's one important word here. Blaze means what? Fire. The deadly blaze in the Srisailam power plant shows the risk is very real. 9 people. Why is it real? Though it is contradiction, it projects a sort of contradiction. It is, the risk is deadly, the incident, deadly incident, and it is real. 9 people, including 5 engineers, perished in the facility on the Telangana-Andhra Pradesh border. 9 people, including 5 engineers, perished. Another important word, die violently or suddenly in the facility on the Telangana-Andhra Pradesh border. At 900 megawatt capacity, the plant on the left bank canal of the Krishna is one of the biggest contributors to the Telangana State Power Generation Corporation. Another branch serves Andhra Pradesh. This talks about the plant. At 900 megawatt capacity, the plant on the left bank canal of the Krishna is one of the biggest contributors to the Telangana State Power Generation Corporation. Another branch serves Andhra Pradesh. What makes the accident more disturbing is that it comes as another shock in a season of disasters. We have seen a lot of editorials related to disasters, man-made as well as natural disasters. So the editorial says it is a season of disasters. What makes the accident more disturbing is that it comes as another shock in a season of disasters. Industries and power plants in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana have been racked by accidents during the COVID-19 pandemic. That's what I was talking about. Already we have done a few editorials, a few incidents in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and again Tamil Nadu state. So it is like a season of disasters. Industries and power plants in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana have been racked. Means what? Damaged by accidents during the COVID-19 pandemic. In Srisailam, the fire appears to have started in a control panel during maintenance. Now, this talks about how it started. As I said, an incident like this, obviously, editorial has to answer questions like what happened, where it happened, how many people got affected. All these questions have to be answered. Then finally, the reasons behind and the solutions. The victims were unable to make an exit through an escape tunnel and were overwhelmed by smoke, while others at a different level could flee in time. The victims were unable to make an exit through an escape tunnel and were overwhelmed by smoke. So much of smoke must have engulfed, while others at a different level could flee in time. There's one important word here, flee means what? To escape, to run away. Going by official accounts, the smoke made it difficult even for rescue personnel to enter the 4-story structure. So it is a 4-story structure. Going by official accounts, the smoke made it difficult even for rescue personnel to enter the 4-story structure. Moreover, videos made by staff present, a spectacle of a small fire rapidly engulfing the working area, trapping the personnel, and leaving little room for maneuver. It talks about what exactly happened, extension of the same thing. Moreover, videos, another source, what exactly happened. Videos made by staff present, a spectacle of a small fire rapidly engulfing the working area, trapping the personnel and leaving little room for maneuver. Maneuver, an important word. What does it mean? To handle something skillfully. Telangana has instituted a CID inquiry apart from the plant operator's own probe. But an external technical audit with no conflicts of interest could better serve the objective, identifying lacunae to stop a future catastrophe. And editorial says it is better to have an external agency to find out what exactly happened. But an external technical audit with no conflicts of interest could better serve the objective, identifying lacunae. Lacunae means the gaps in something to stop a future catastrophe. Catastrophe we have got many a time. What does it mean? A disaster, usually a natural disaster causing great damage. It can determine why the victims could not make a safe exit as per standard procedure. It can find out or it can determine why the victims could not make a safe exit as per standard procedure. Large hydroelectric power plants are usually built well below surface level, where generation, control, and transmission equipment are located. It talks about the hydroelectric power plants, the structure. Large hydroelectric power plants are usually built well below surface level, where generation, control, and transmission equipment are located. Handling a fire becomes complicated in such circumstances, and safety features have to be extremely reliable. Because it is done at a lower level, handling a fire becomes complicated in such circumstances, and safety features have to be extremely reliable or dependable. IEEE standards for substation fire protection issued a quarter century ago, laid down norms for fixed and portable ventilation systems that can remove heavy smoke as seen in SREEDHAR'S. This again talks about the norms laid down for fixed and portable ventilation systems that can remove heavy smoke as seen in SREEDHAR'S. Use of fire retardant materials in construction, dual exits, easy vertical escape routes using staircases, and alarm systems are all part of safety codes. Here, editorial talks about what goes with safety codes, whether these features were available in the Telangana power plant, and if they were, why the personnel could not use them to quickly escape the inferno should be investigated. First question, whether available, not available. Second question, if they were, why couldn't they escape? And there's one word here, inferno, means what? Large fire. The dam fire is primarily the state government's responsibility, but the center should take the opportunity to review safety in places such as Jharkhand, where extensive underground coalfield fires have affected remote communities. This talks about the role of the center. The dam fire is primarily the state government's responsibility, but the center should take the opportunity to review safety in places such as Jharkhand, where extensive underground coalfield fires have affected remote communities. India loses. How does the editorial conclude? It talks about statistics. It presents statistics, and the last sentence talks about what has to be done. India loses many lives to fires each year. At 12,748 accidental deaths in 2018, nearly double the number caused by forces of nature, according to NCRB data. Only a rigorous adherence to safety codes can reduce this shocking toll. So it talks about how can we stop this. Only a rigorous, very strict adherence, sticking to safety codes can reduce this shocking toll. So that's all about the editorial, a fire accident. And now let us see what is there to learn from this editorial. Underscore. Underscore means to emphasize the importance of something. Blaze, fire, perished, die, especially in a sudden way or a violent way. Wracked, a new word, very badly damaged. Flee, run away or escape. Maneuver, move skillfully. Lacune, gap. Catastrophe, disaster. Inferno, a large fire. Adherence, obeying of a law or rules. Now, what are the phrases and what goes with effective English? Underscores. Underscores asks the question what? The importance of fire safety codes. Underscores the importance of safety. Underscores the importance of something. The last part can be changed, can be substituted. Were overwhelmed by smoke. Usually the word overwhelm, it takes joy, pleasure, shock sometimes. Were overwhelmed by smoke. In this context, a different word. What is it? Smoke. Going by official accounts. Again, this you have to remember. Going by official sources, official accounts, official information, you can substitute. Identifying lacunae to stop a future catastrophe. Identifying gaps, identifying the loopholes, identifying lacunae to stop a future catastrophe. Lay down norms. Lay, put down, lay down what? Norms. Lay down norms, lay down rules and regulations. So do remember this phrase, an important one. For what purpose? For fixed and portable ventilation systems that can remove heavy smoke. That goes with the context. Only a rigorous adherence, only a strict adherence, only a rigorous adherence to, usually it goes with rules, regulations, safety codes. To safety codes can reduce the damage. So these are the phrases you can learn from the editorial. Now, what are the questions? What is this editorial about? The usual question. What would seem to be a contradiction in the context of the editorial? What is the key word here? Contradiction. What does the fire appear? Where does the fire appear to have started? As I said, an accident, usually the typical questions, what, when, where, all these question words, and also how. Where does the fire appear to have started? Easy to answer. All these questions very easy to answer. What are part of safety codes? Safety codes, what comes under safety codes, and what are part of safety codes? What can reduce the number of deaths due to fires? What can reduce the number of deaths due to fires or fire accidents? Easy to answer based on the keywords. Now, what is a grammar rule? He is a scholar and a writer. This is not correct. What is the reason? Here, there are two nouns that go with the same person, scholar, a writer. When we use two nouns or two adjectives and they go with the same person, before the second noun or before the second adjective, we should not use any article. So based on that, what is the correct sentence? He is a scholar and a writer. He is a scholar and a writer. Now let us go to the exercise. Have a look at the words, write the part of speech, then write the meaning. A few students have already answered. Today it may not take a lot of time because only one exercise related to vocabulary. Besides that, spot the errors. So one, it is a verb, obviously. What does it mean? Where is this? Emphasize. C is the answer. To emphasize the importance of something. Please go to the second one, blaze. We have got this many a time. Part of speech, noun, and what is the meaning of that? Fire. J is the answer. Blaze is different, inferno is different. Both are entirely different. Go to the next one, perish. Perish, noun, it could be a verb, but it is basic part of speech, it is a noun. Perish, part of speech, obviously verb. It is a regular verb. What does it mean? Third one. Die, especially in a sudden or violent way. Fourth one. Racked. Reek, rack, wreck. Three related words. So you got to be a little careful. Part of speech, obviously verb. What does it mean? G. Very badly damaged. That's right. Go to the fifth one. Flee, fled, fled. Obviously it is a verb. Usually it goes with thieves, terrorists. When a thief sees a police, he flees. What does it mean? Run away. Answer is B. What is the next one? Maneuver. Maneuver is also a verb. What does it mean? Being adept when it comes to handling something or to handle something skillfully. Sixth one. B. Not B, B already over. Handle or move skillfully. But generally, handle something skillfully. Already the 10th one. Oh, lacunae. Part of speech, noun. What does it mean? Gap. D is the answer. Catastrophe. That is also noun. What is the meaning of that? Disaster. F. Inferno. As I said, blaze, fire. Inferno, a large fire. Part of speech, noun. Large fire. What is the last one? Adherence. Noun. Adhere is a verb form. Adherence is a noun form. What does it mean? Obeying of a law. It could be a law, it could be rules also, rules and regulations. Also we use that. Some of these words are important. You have to remember. Maneuver, move skillfully, one meaning. Manipulate, another meaning. Jockeying, steer, pilot, navigate. All these, more or less, they go with maneuver. But maneuver has a different connotation. It talks about something very smart, someone has the ability. So, new questions I cannot answer. Only whatever is here, I can. Maybe after the session, I can go through, I can answer. Now, let us go to the next exercise. Spot the errors. These are from actual questions, different competitive exams. Looks like a lot of students have got all the 10. Oh, so many. That's really good. Now, let us go to spot the errors from different competitive exams. It may go with army, it can go with individuals also. It could be at the individual level, it could go with an organization. Now let us go to sentence number 1. The celebrations continued through the evening as more and more friends joins in the fun and frolic. Joins is not correct. It talks about the past context, so it should be joined, not joined, joined in the fun and frolic. Fun and frolic, that enjoyment. Go to sentence number 2. Remember the phrase fun and frolic. Usually it goes with parties, celebrations. Sentence number 2, where is the error? The actress believes in being fit and feels that there are too much hype around size 0 in the entertainment world. It is not there are, it should be. There are is not correct, it should be. Hype is an uncountable noun, so you cannot use a plural verb. The actress believes in being fit and feels that there is too much hype. There is what? Too much hype around size 0 in the entertainment world. So there are is not correct, it should be there is. Sentence number 3. It is only now 60 years after independence that India is learning how to negotiating the competing demands of power and justice. All these are very easy questions. Where is the error? Sentence number 3. To negotiate should not be a problem. To negotiating is not correct. To negotiate. Please go to sentence number 4. Yes, Shyamala has got it right. The first one, I suppose. Here, the graceful folk dance had performed. Folk dance cannot perform. Someone has to perform either classical or folk dance. So that means what? It should be in passive voice. The graceful folk dance had been performed. Had performed is active voice, it is not practically possible. Had been performed so beautifully by a dance group that nobody seemed to notice that the show was 2.5 hours long. Had been performed. The sentence should be in passive voice. Let us go to sentence number 5. Tell me where the error is. All these, you should get all the 5 correct. That if you don't get, I'll be surprised. The fire that gutted years for research in the chemistry and biochemistry labs of the university building was due to a short circuit. Yes, Nagasuriya has got it right. Malayadri has got it right. They have answered first. Easy one. The fire that gutted years for research is not correct. Years of research, standard expression. Years of research has gone down the drain. Years of research has gone to the dogs. Years of research has been gutted by the fire. Years of research, a standard expression. I don't know how many of you have got all the 5 correct, but should not be that difficult. You should get all the 5 correct. Easy questions. Now let us go to, from today's newspaper, what are the questions? And again related to spot the errors. Try to get all the 5 correct. Gut means, usually the word gutted, it goes with fire. Means to bring down, to destroy completely. Gutted means what? To destroy completely. Gutted by fire means destroyed by fire. Now let us go to the next set, spot the errors. Yes, very good. Here it is not. The situation has worsened. Has, the sentence is in present perfect, then the verb should be in past participle. It is not worsened, it should be worsened. Worsen is a verb. Worsened, past participle. Has been, no. The situation has worsened. Situation can make something worse. That is not an issue. Worsen is not correct. Worsened is correct. Go to sentence number 2. Where is the error? Sentence number 2. Very good. Lavanya has got it right. And I think some more students. Very good. I appreciate. He was interacting with traders to discuss. After certain verbs, we should not use any preposition. So what is wrong with this one? It's a common error. People say we are discussing about politics. Not correct. We are discussing politics. We are discussing movies. So discuss about, not correct. Order for, not correct. He has ordered for coffee, not correct. He has ordered coffee. Go to sentence number 3. Has almost been. Where is that? Where is that expression? Has worsened. That's what I said. Here it can be in active voice. What is the reason? A situation can make something good or bad. It can worsen. The situation has worsened. That is right. The situation has been worsened. That is also right. Depends on the context. But in this context, the situation has worsened with the growing population and traffic over the years. It can be in active voice. It can be in passive voice. Sentence number 3, a 2-member team of experts. Team, a 2-member team. What is the key word? Team. Of experts, that's a phrase, don't consider. Team is a collective noun. Collective nouns usually take a singular verb. Have is not correct, it should be has. When you see a question like this, you have to recollect other related words. What are the other words? Collective nouns. Important examples from the exam point of view. Committee, jury, team, staff, family. All these you have to recollect. Please go to sentence number 4. For years, there had been indiscriminate falling of trees. Yes, who is this? Shivakumar has got it right. Looks like the first one to get it right. Sentence number 4. No. Here it is not. After that, Amani has got it right. Ramesh also. And some more students. For years, there had been indiscriminate falling of trees. Not correct. It should be felling of trees. If you take fall, fell, fallen, one verb, but we have fell, felled, felled. Means what? To cut trees. Here we should use felling, this one. The second verb. Fell means what? To cut trees. Now let us go to sentence number 5. Sentence number 5, where is the error? With raising awareness among the public. That's right, but why is it here? Feel, felt, felt. Please go to sentence number 5. Yes, here it is not raising awareness, rising awareness. It should be rising, going up, rising awareness, going to a different level. It is not raising, rising. These are always confusing. Rise, raise. Rise, raise. They have given so many times, and there's a reason for that. Not easy. Every time the context changes, then it is a bit difficult to make out or spot the error. But how do you remember? A rise, it is an intransitive verb, and it is an irregular verb. The sun rises in the east. Intransitive means it does not take any object. A raise is a regular verb, and it is a transitive verb. Means what? It takes an object. Raise the standards. Raise something. So here it is rising. Something is going up. What is it? Rising awareness, rising prices, rising violence. All these you have to recollect. Now let us go to consolidation part. So soon. Phrasal verbs, yield up. Yield up means what? Here the context, based on the context, with raising awareness, here no one is raising. When you say it is a transitive verb, you need a subject and someone has to do that. Action should go from the subject through the verb to the object. But the context is not that. It talks about something that has been going up, like the sun rises in the east on its own, and awareness is spreading. Then we say rising awareness. Here it is not raising. When I say raise is a transitive verb, any transitive verb for that matter, you need the subject, the verb, and the object. And action should be there. Action should go from the subject to the object. Yield up. What is the answer? First one is E. To finally succeed after trying hard to achieve something. Hold that one. Go to the second one. Win through. What is the second one? Second one is E. That's why I said hold it. Win through. To finally succeed after trying hard to achieve something. Vouch for. What is the answer for the third one? Where is the third one? Yes, vouch for. Something is true or good because you have evidence for it. And Twitter away, easy to make out. Twitter continuously. B. And swear by. To name somebody something to show that you are making a serious promise. Swear by someone. Here it is C. And what are you left with? Yield up. To finally allow people to see something that has been hidden. 1, it is D. 2, E, that's right. And 3A, that is also right. And 4B and 5C. Perfect. Now let us go to effective words. Only 9 today, not 10. Have a look at these. No need to write the part of speech. Write the meaning. That's enough. Spanning. Span has many meanings. One of the meanings, spanning means what? One C, absolutely right. Extending across, spreading across, spanning. Converge. What is the answer for the second one? They are not challenging. Sometimes they should be like that. Only then you enjoy. Every day challenging, every day difficult, you will not be able to enjoy. For a change, sometimes it should be easy, sometimes very difficult, sometimes quite challenging. You should experience everything. What is the second one? Converge. What is the answer? Second one, E. Tend to meet at a point. Perfect. Vagaries, an important word. What is the third one? Third one is not B. Third one is H. Unexpected changes. Vagaries means what? Unexpected changes, unpredictable changes. What is the fourth one? Ravaged. Ravage, an important word. What does it mean? Some people are with the seventh one. Severely damaged. Answer is A. Severely damaged. And pace. Pace means speed. Where is it? The pace of a big city. The speed of lifestyle. Pace. Unprecedented. Never done or known before. I. Unprecedented. Surpluses. Surplus. Excess. D. Drought. Where is period of a dry weather. Obscure means not clearly expressed, not clear, vague. And the last one is not clearly expressed or vague. I don't know how many of you have got all the 9 correct. Not 10, 9. You should be very happy. But many of these words are, in my opinion, easy. That's all for today. Hope you are not disappointed. Something is better than nothing. And as I said, this week also have a very tight schedule, hectic schedule. And I could squeeze in some time to get these exercises. And please bear with that. This week also very tight schedule. And once or twice I may not take the session also. That is unpredictable again this week. After that, I will be free. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow with another editorial to enrich your language proficiency. Thank you.